Oh, it's colder than Wichita.
Sure is. Hey, Harlan, put your gloves on now.
Don't hold stuck to my gun.
Don't stand there holding your lip like that. Yeah, get your gun off of it.
Like a match.
Ooh, get that. Wow. All right.
Oh, it was a lot colder than this 4 years ago.
4 years. You remember how cold it got?
It was.
I was ready to go home. I was so cold.
I wish you were old enough then, Harlan. You'd have froze to death.
I wanted to be.
That old big shotgun I had just cranked up on me.
Froze up.
Yeah.
He shot a shot and the pellets came out and froze in midair.
Midair.
Like a art sculpture or something like that. I'm serious.
Now look, Harlan, remember what I told you? Breath control, trigger squeeze.
Breath control, trigger squeeze. I know.
Just
and you
don't
listen
go jerking
to
at
Sam. You don't shoot them while they're down either. You let them take off.
Tell them so.
I know.
And when they take off, you take the last one.
I know,
so they don't
last
scatter.
one, breath control, trigger squeeze.
All right, now. Don't be...
And besides that, your nose is growing too long. You turn red out there.
Hey, wait a second.
What?
Wait a second.
Wait, Harlan. What?
They're coming. They're coming.
There they are. There they are. Okay, got him now. I shot him.
It's the National Lampoon Radio Hour's Christmas show. We'll be right back after this word.
He said, "Oh, no one will ever choose me. I'll never have a home." Just then, as the clock struck midnight on Christmas Eve, a man noticed the little tree. The man was not dressed elegantly. He was actually quite poor. But he saw the tree, and he fell in love with it. And he said to the owner, "How much will it cost to buy this tree?" And the owner said, "Oh, that little tree, I'll give it to you for a quarter." And the man said, "That's just right." And he reached in his threadbare pants and pulled out a shiny quarter and gave it to the man. He picked up the little tree in his arms and took it home. And when he arrived home, his family was delighted with the little tree. It was going to be a happy Christmas after all. And everyone in the family agreed. It was the best Christmas tree they ever ate.
Mr. Santa, for Christmas, could I please have a Busy Brenda mystery action vacuum cleaner doll?
No, honey. Sorry.
Could I have a battery-operated dog family?
No.
Flexi the pocket monkey?
No, you may not have Flexi the pocket monkey.
Mr. Santa, could I have a Ready Ranger mobile field
Oh, I'd have to go all the way out to Corvettes to get that. Forget it. What else?
Could I get just a little tiny Nerf ball?
No Nerf ball.
Could I get a Vic Hadfield hockey game?
Oh, a Vic Hatfield hockey game?
Yeah.
Well, no. Ha! What else?
Fluffy.
Fluffy, you want a Fluffy? No. The answer is no, you can't have it. Ha! You want a trap door? Whoa!
Mr. Santa!
That's one of Santa's little tricks. That's the price you pay for getting on Santa's lap. They give you the trap door.
Mr. Santa, Barbie was going to go to
Are
Malibu.
you sure about Malibu?
She needs a tan.
Oh, like I'm tan from the sun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my name is Santa from Trapdoor, Wisconsin. Oh, there you go on the floor again. Come on up. It's the old trapdoor bit, baby, the oldest one in the
Mr.
book.
Santa,
You fell for
can
it.
Can I get a sad sack pearl doll?
Oh, sad sack pearl doll. Isn't that precious? No, you may not. Ha! What else don't you want? Or want to have and can't have?
Mr. Santa, for Christmas I was hoping I would get some Play-Doh.
Play-Doh? Is that what you want, kitten? Play-Doh.
I want enough to build my parents a house in the country.
Enough to build your parents a house in the country?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, since that is an awful lot of Play-Doh, I'll just say no. Ha!
Oh, no, Mr. Santa, could I...
No, you get it?
Well,
You can't have the Play-Doh.
Mr. Santa, please,
When are you gonna quit?
Shh, Mr. Santa, I don't have much time.
Santa's getting riled.
I
Don't
need to
push
get-
the Santa.
I want
He
to...
gets ugly.
Mr. Santa, I would like to get a magic slate.
A magic slate?
Yes.
Oh, so you can do magic with it?
Will you draw
And
it?
draw on it and then erase it right away, right?
Right.
So then there's nothing left. We'll tell you what. We'll eliminate the middleman, and I'll give you nothing.
I was hoping that maybe...
You were hoping. What else were you hoping for?
I want
Brainless brat.
to get the art masterpieces again.
Stick it in your ear. No art masterpieces for you, Christmas time.
I won't be getting that.
Nope. Don't bother to look in the stocking, because it ain't gonna be there.
But, Mr. Santa, what about a set of Pez?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that seems like a rather small request, just to,
It only doesn't cost very much.
piece of Pez. Heck, you can get them free lots of times.
Well, could I...
You want Pez?
Yeah.
You can't have it. Ha! I love it. You're not getting it.
Mr. Santa,
What now?
why are you so mean?
I'm a cruel, vicious, heartless, unsophisticated Santa.
Oh, Mr. Santa,
What?
could you get my brother an iron lung?
Your brother an iron lung? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give him an iron lung for 20 minutes, and then I'll take it back when he's not looking. Ha! It's my idea of a good time.
Are you gonna come to our house on Christmas night and come down our chimney?
Yeah, and I'm going to take all the silverware when I leave.
Mr. Santa, you're like a burglar or a robber.
Well, I'm worse than that.
Oh,
I'm a brutal beast. Watch this. Whoa! Onto the floor you go.
Mr. Santa, you made me fall on my bummy on the floor.
I didn't make you fall. I pushed you down.
You know what you are? You are a bad Santa.
Well, look I'll tell you something, baby. Santa's got a bad attitude, you know what I mean? He's not in the mood for little brats pushing him around,
So,
asking for ridiculous things.
Mr. Santa,
How'd you like some reindeer footprints on your face, princess? Ha!
You
That's the cruel, vicious Santa that I know. Ha!
you mean
That's more like it.
this is the true meaning of Christmas, Santa? That I won't get nothing for it?
No, that's not it, little girl. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not going to get anything for Christmas. Because that would be a tragedy. Ha! If you were to get nothing, and Santa is going to shine down on you.
What are you going to do?
Santa is going to give you a trap door. You get it? You're on the floor again. That's wacky old Santa at it again. Ha!
Don't go to Markham's department store. The Santa is a fraud.
A fraud? Realistic is a little bit more like it. Thank you.
Strange lights appear in the skies all over the world. The wife of a carpenter experiences virgin birth, and a baby is born with a head that glows like a fluorescent lamp. Dare I ask it? Yes. Was the infant Jesus neither man nor God, but merely one of the countless aliens that visit the earth each and every day? The answer? Yes, definitely. Take that and shove it up the tube marked certainty in the fuzzy place called the Twilight Zone.
We'll be back with more of the National Lampoon Radio Hour's Christmas show after this message.
The Christmas season is upon us. As always, Jews throughout the world join together to extend season's greetings to our Christian neighbors. And at the same time, all of world Jewry will be celebrating the victory of a small army of Jews over a superior force of Greek oppressors. But even more important is the real miracle of Hanukkah. The fact that one day's supply of oil kept the lamps of the temple burning for 8 days. 8 days! What a bargain! What a miraculous bargain! Talk about savings! A miracle like that could cut the cost of heating and lighting a modern synagogue by 1/8, or 12.5%. At B'nai Nimuna, my temple, this means we could save over $1,000. You know how much carpeting you can buy for $1,000? Well, unless you buy real schlock, that acrylic junk, you gotta figure $6 a square yard. So let's see, 6 into 1,000, that's 166 square yards. And if you come down today, we'll install that carpeting right in your own home. Free. That's right, free, at no extra cost. Between the Goyen and the Schwarzes, where are you gonna go?
The news tonight, a Federal Trade Commission official declared today that Listerine may kill germs. The largest selling United States mouthwash does not relieve colds or sore throats. Also in the news today, Glenn Campbell, the country and western singer, is having throat trouble and has had to cancel his New Zealand tour and return to the United States. He is believed to have gotten laryngitis during an open-air concert Wednesday night. He was said yesterday to be, quote, croaking like a bullfrog, unquote. Also in the news, the First Lady, Betty Ford, expressed her Christmas wish today, telling reporters, "I wish that the country would have economic security for the coming year. And the president would like a new sweater." Liz Taylor's in the hospital again and in traction and confined to bed in Los Angeles with her spinal ailment, which required surgery several years ago. She hopes to go to Switzerland for Christmas, then on to Leningrad for her movie Bluebird. On a lighter note, Steve Allen, who has been looking for his long-lost brother for 10 years, said, quote, "If I don't find him, I don't find him," unquote. From Florida tonight, the Sunshine State, Fanny Fox, the exotic dancer who now calls herself the Tidal Basin Bombshell, was arrested for indecent exposure at the end of her act. She was held briefly. In sports today, Chris Everett joined her former fiancé, Jimmy Connors, today in the throne room of American tennis. There were no congratulatory phone calls exchanged when the two were designated as number one in the national rankings this week by the United States Lawn Tennis Association. Quote, "There are no plans for a wedding," the 19-year-old Chris said from her home in Fort Lauderdale, unquote, Florida, after being informed that she'd replaced Billie Jean King at the top of the women's list. Connors had been designated as top man, breaking last year's tie with Stan Smith. Stan Smith's mother said, "It's not fair." In fashion news tonight, Adolfo, who has designed and worked for years in a mouse hole with the world's most elegant women trying on clothes in his storage closet full of fabric bales, will soon move to new quarters. It's only an inch larger, but it actually has 3 real fitting rooms, to say nothing of a real sample room and an emergency room for his own special fittings. Cary Grant is taking the red-eye, the late flight out of Los Angeles, arriving in New York in the morning. so he can appear for an hour at the United Nations salute to the people of his own town of Bristol who were bombed by the Germans. And then he's back to Los Angeles on another flight to Beverly Hills to pick up his 8-year-old daughter Jennifer, who's in his custody for his vacation period. Quote, "It's remarkable. He'll only be in New York for about an hour and a half, or maybe 2 hours," unquote, said Norman Zeller, Assistant Commissioner of Public Events. And now today's joke. There were 3 men walking down a road one day, a Hindu, a Jew, and a Polish fellow. Up ahead, they saw a farmhouse. Since it was getting dark, they decided to ask if they could sleep there. They knocked at the door. "Hello, could we stay here for the night?" The farmer, being a nice sort of chap, said, "Only 2 of you can sleep in here. One will have to use the barn." The Hindu said, "That will be me." "Okay." The other 2 proceeded into the house. 10 minutes later, there was a knock at the door. The Hindu stood there and said, "I'm sorry, I cannot sleep in there. There is a cow. Cows are sacred." The Jewish fellow said, "That's okay, I'll try the barn." 10 minutes later, there was a knock at the door. There stood the Jewish fellow and said, "I'm sorry, I cannot sleep in the barn. There's a pig in the barn. You understand." The Polish fellow said, "I will sleep in the barn." 10 minutes later, there was a knock at the door, and there stood the cow and the pig. And now here's the weather. It will be cloudy from western and extreme northern New England across the Ohio Valley and eastern Mississippi Valley to the northern plain states. Snow is expected in upper Mississippi Valley.
My own holiday recipe for Santa cupcakes. First, I take 2 boxes of confectioner's sugar, 4 packages of Philadelphia brand cream cheese, 3 candy canes, and a hammer. Then I mix all the ingredients in a large black boot and stir briskly. Then away to the window I fly like a flash, tear open the shutters, and throw up on the sash. Thank you.
Midnight in the ghetto street. Desperate boy wants something to eat. 'Cause he's down on the street. To the man in the squad car, it's just his beat. Don't care, don't live there. So Brooklyn lives in a Queens. Chief on the roof and the mother in the hall. Baby on the floor, eating paint on the wall. But there's one time of year that brings joy to one and all. In the pretty rays as the sun on its face.
Have a kung fu Christmas.
Have a kung fu Christmas. Living in the ghetto, you always knew. They'll shoot you for your socks, and they'll stick you for your shoes. When you're a super bad dude, you pay your dues. Feel and strife is But there's a man coming today with lots of blue. He's got a pimp-old sleigh, a red and white fur suit. He's a super fly guy, and he's all cute. About to arrive, jingle bell chime. Santa Claus making the songs and singing, swing down the stairs with that machine. Little baby, I'm hiding for you. Close in the air, smoking nose, diamond in the back, filled with heartaches. Girls are on the street and I'm feeling joy. Baby, baby, make a day complete. Make my retirement plans and do something. Second Christmas time in a kung fu way. Fashion and dance and dancing in the sleigh. Hip and back daddy with his big red nose, shining joy to the world in a pantyhose. Junkie on the corner, the pusher up here.
Yes, darling.
I'd like to give you something extra special for you on this Christmas.
What's that, baby?
I just want to make you feel real good.
How you gonna do that, sugar?
I thought we could buy you a little
Oh, I don't.
Stand by, please.
Live in France.
Why buy you a big glass bottle note then, honey?
Oh, darling, I don't want no fish looking up my skirt.
Oh, sweetheart. Don't you know that I want to make you feel real good?
Don't jive me, darling.
Didn't you like that Palomino horse I bought you last year?
Oh, that was okay for bumping.
Well, honey, I'll buy you some fancy sports cars there.
Ooh, I love to go fast.
Well, sweetheart, I just want to make you feel good. I want to make your Christmas complete, honey.
Now, what you gonna do, darling?
Well, I'll tell you what, baby. Let me ask you. What do you want for Christmas?
Well, baby, I just want a kung fu Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Eddie, I'll ask for it, but you better come in with me.
I know they sell them here. Just ask the guy. Come on.
Next, yes, can I help you?
No, I mean, yeah, gee, is there a male on duty?
Oh, for heaven's sake. Mr. Schmidt, can you come here for a minute?
Yes, honey, what seems to be the problem?
I'd like to buy
Go on, Jimmy. Ask him.
I can't, Eddie, you do it.
Okay, chicken. Mister, my friend would like to buy. My friend has this married older brother, and he asked us to buy him a National Lampoon January issue.
A what? You want to buy a what?
Shh.
A National Lampoon January issue?
Oh, a National Lampoon January issue. Oh, with the Negligent Mother magazine, and the First High comics, and the Zeppelin article, and the Cheech Wizard, and the Watergate trivia. Just thinking of it, I laugh and laugh.
Yeah, that's the one. Can we have one?
No, boys, I can't possibly sell you a National Lampoon January issue.
Why not?
You boys are too young to practice mirth control.
Oh.
Did you know that the Connection carries the entire line of Levi's leg apparel for guys and gals?
We hope you enjoyed the National Lampoon Radio Hour's Christmas show, and we'd like to thank our special guest, Santa Claus.
Ha!
Got any gifts for us, Santa?
Well, yes, little elf. I have presents for everybody. For John Belushi, I have nothing. Ha! For Polly Beer, gee, I don't have anything for Polly either. Nothing. For Susan Collins, nothing from nothing is nothing. Ha! For Brian Doyle-Murray, nothing. Christopher Guest, nope, nothing for him either. Janice Hirsch doesn't get anything, that's for sure. Judy Jacklin isn't getting anything. Juan Marquez and Bob Michelson, oops, sorry fellas, nothing. Bill Murray gets absolutely nothing. Ha! Joseph O'Flaherty gets nothing. Gilda Radner, nothing for her either. Ann Ramus is completely out of the question. Ha! Harold Ramis. Sorry, Harold, nothing for you. Paul Schaefer, nothing. Paul Schaefer again. Nothing again. Ha! Vernon Taft goes home empty-handed. Bob Tischler, a loser too. Jerry Weiner gets absolutely nothing. Ha! Get it? Nothing. And my special gift to the devoted listeners of the National Lampoon Radio Hour is that after next week's show, when you tune in to listen to the National Lampoon Radio Hour, it won't be there. Ha! You got it? It won't be there. We're going off the air. That's what Christmas means to Santa. You can thank Santa for having no more radio show. Ha! Take it on the chin, listeners. Revenge is mine, saith Santa. And next week's going to be our final show. Ha! I'm taking it away because what Santa giveth, Santa can take away. Ha! That's the no longer obligated Santa that I am. Ha! Merry Christmas!
On the big corners of red and green, the turkey's big and fat and the cakes are lean. Robin Hood Friday, a sip of black rose, kung fu fighting on the mistletoe. Marshmallow shoes and a fuchsia tie, working out Christmas at the uptown Y. Nathan Continental with a tree in the trunk, radio playing sweet seasonal funk. With the bad daddy with his big red nose.
You're listening to the